right, today is kind of like a overcast day here in Vegas. The last couple of days it's been hot. Yesterday was pretty hot. It kind of like rained a little bit, and the heat is, especially when you have to work out in it, is really devastating to people. Anyway, today I want to talk a little bit about the Zappos, Tony Hsieh. Evidently, I guess some people, they've done a little research. I don't say research, but they kind of been following Tony Hsieh. And as far as him, now, you might have a couple of aspects on things, mainly coming from the mayor and the Zappos Tony Hsieh. Now, the mayor might say one thing, and then the actuality, and Tony Hsieh and his operation is probably a little bit different. Now, the mayor said that he asked around because he wanted to like revitalize the downtown area. I guess it was kind of looking kind of shabby, you know, but come on, man. It's been tons of money made there in the downtown area. I'd rather it look shabby or not. It's still a money-making venture there. The whole area is money-making. I mean, just think of the millions and millions of dollars that some of the casinos take in down there. Well, anyway, so the mayor, he's come up with this great idea. His friends is leaving. They want to leave downtown. They don't want to be hanging out downtown anymore. So they want to leave. And so he came up with this great idea to try to revitalize downtown. Whatever that means. I don't know. So he asked around, and I think he came up with a figure on how much money it would actually take to actually revitalize the area. Now, he's not saying, now, I've never heard him mention about the numbers on that. Now, here comes Tony Hsieh. He's got $350 million. He want to revitalize the area. So he put his little, few dollars down, and he started, buying up property, this and that. And so I guess everybody, not necessarily everybody, I know a lot of people wanted to get in on what was happening downtown. They wanted to put I guess not necessarily 2 cents in, but they want to try to, influence the downtown area. Whatever they had to say, they figured it was important. So I think Tony Hsieh, he's coming from a different perspective from Silicon Valley, and he's thinking, say, hey, I'm going to bring all my friends down here from Silicon Valley, and we're gonna start, making it. I'm just surmising about him that I'm going to bring all my friends down here, and we're going to start setting up shop here and start, turning it into this like Silicon Valley. And say he's got like 350 million. But come to find out that I guess after a couple of years or so, downtown, he's buying up properties, spending, and plus a lot of these experts, I mean, some of them might work for free, but generally, a lot of these guys want to get paid. They professionals. They spent a couple of years in college and ran up probably a couple $100,000 in student loans. So, they want to make some money. I mean, they want to not necessarily make money, but they want to, get paid for their work. So now I read this article. It was like a couple of years ago. I think 2000. I forget what. Maybe 2012. But I don't know. Went back that far back. But anyway, it was an article saying that Tony Hsieh, his money is not. It's not up to par. The amount of money that he's 350 mil. It's not gonna, like a drop in the bucket. It's not gonna go too far. So now, I mean, the city, I guess they kind of green-lighted a lot of his projects. A lot of bars popped up downtown. And a couple of years ago, I mean, it was hard a couple of people tried to get liquor license, and it was so hard to get liquor license. These people come in, and the bars popping up everywhere. So I don't know if Tony Hsieh, he's with Zappos and probably making a little money there, and I think he got like a few $100 million from selling his business. So he's pretty well set, I guess, for his money wise. But I guess he wanted to try to bring his friends and businesses and stuff and start, investing downtown. And I guess and making things happen, but I think you really, now here's the thing about revitalizing. What does that mean? It might mean something, but mainly average person like myself, when you think of revitalizing, you're thinking probably rebuilding businesses or bringing a lot of large businesses in here. And I don't know if that's happened yet, but all I can see is like a lot of mom and pop type of little businesses that's popping up and then they close. As far as the Silicon Valley, the internet type of businesses, I'm not following that too much. So, but I would think 350 million he's putting in education and property and I guess some other area. Oh yeah, a startup. I think he's putting some money in startup. But if you want to try, I guess you want to try to really, just beautify the place downtown. I think that was the main concept, just try to beautify it. Well, he did. He's got a few blocks, but you're probably looking at about 10 probably $20 billion, you know, just to try, you know, to get it to, you know, downtown to try to look something, you know, to beautify it a little bit. It's gonna take at least 20 or $30 billion to get to that stage where downtown, you know, it changes from I guess the 1950s style architecture into the 21st century architecture. So it's going to take a couple more, well, at least about $20 billion to get it to look like the 21st century.